Sorry, I'm out of breath and I'm out of shape and I'm old. I just ran around this whole thing. I mean, like I was jogging, I was walking very fast. But I have started, and 2024 is gonna be my best year yet. Let me tell you why.
Teacher's Review.
Woo! Man, it was nice running. I mean, walking very, very fast. It was nice walking very fast. It was nice being out there in the trees. It was nice out there just breathing that fresh air in. I even saw some waterfalls. It was pretty cool. But it's nice to be here with you right now. Now that I've gotten a shower, I've gotten to relax a little bit, and now we can talk about how 2024 is going to be the best year yet. Is it because everything's going to go my way? Definitely not. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's February 1st, 2024 right now. And January was the worst month of my life. That's not an exaggeration, it is the truth. It was hard, it was difficult, and as I stand before you, I have a broken heart, and I am actively wounded, hurt emotionally, and I am navigating my way through it with God. But I can still tell you that 2024 is going to be the best year yet. And I can say that confidently because my faith has been built through experience by walking with God. Year after year after year, God has proven that if I'm willing to walk with Him, that every year is better than the one before, because I'm not the same person I was when I started that year. 2024 will be no different. Now, how do we get this change? Well, it starts with a word called consistency. What I've learned through my relationship with God is consistency is the key to change. If you've watched the first two of our videos, which one would be how to read the Bible, which is 5 tips I would give myself if I were to start reading the Bible today, and the other is how to pray, which I give you 5 tips on how to build confidence in your prayer life. Those videos, the links for them are going to pop up right now. Click on one of those, come back, watch the video. In each of those videos, what you constantly hear me saying is consistency. Consistency is key. Consistency is key in building our relationship with God. We have to consistently be at the feet of God by opening His Word and reading it, and allowing Him to work on us through His Word. We have to consistently be in prayer, communicating with God, and allowing Him to communicate with us. Consistency is the key to change. Over the last 6 to 7 years, I started that period where God encountered me in a radical, beautiful way, and He wrecked me in the most awesome of ways. And at that point, I chose to say, God, I will be here day in, day out, whether I feel like it or not. I'm going to do my best to build a relationship with you. And consistency has gotten me to a place where I'm a better husband, I'm a better father, I'm a better son, I'm a better friend. It's gotten me to a place where I can forgive quicker and I have more peace and more joy. Consistency led to that change. Consistency is powerful. I've seen it all through my life, not just my spiritual walk, but I had that beginning part where Jesus was inviting me to walk with Him, and I took the invitation and I learned how important consistency was in our spiritual health. But then there was a point where I began to notice that as much as I was walking with God, I still had some things that I couldn't figure out in my mental health. And I believe God pointed me to a counselor, and that counselor walked me through different ways on how to handle your mental health and gave me tools and lessons to show me how to manage my mental health and how to heal in the areas that I needed to. But guess what? That also involved consistency. Consistently checking on where am I at today? Consistently checking on how do I feel? Consistently validating those feelings and saying, you know what, that's real. But also consistently saying, those feelings aren't in charge of you. They're just indicators of what's going on and how you're handling stuff. This year, I believe God is taking me into a place where I can build my physical health up. Now, how am I going to get to where I want to be, or where I feel like God is calling me to be in that area of physical health? You guessed it. It's consistency. Consistency is going to get me the change that I feel like God has put on my heart, that I feel convicted to reach. But in order to start being consistent, I believe the first step is to find your why. When I began my spiritual health journey, I began building my relationship with God. The thing that made me so driven and so passionate to dive into that head first and keep going was the fact that I knew I had tried everything else that I could think of in life to make me feel better, to make me feel healthier, to make me enjoy life. I had tried everything else and it didn't work. So I dove headfirst into this, hoping that it would be the thing. And it was. Jesus was. Jesus is. And Jesus always will be the source of my strength and the source of my joy. And as I walked with Jesus, he led me to improving my mental health. And that I entered with the why of knowing I am missing out on moments with my family, because my mind is not with them when I am. And that might be a little hard to understand, but let me explain. I'm sitting with my wife, I'm sitting with my daughter, and all around me is joy and fun, and I am 1,000 miles away in my mind, anxious about tomorrow, and anxious about a year from now, and anxious about 1,000 things that I cannot control or change. I'm there, but I'm not there. And my why was, I don't want to miss out on the moments. I don't want to miss out on my daughter. I don't want to miss out on my wife. I don't want to miss out on a relationship with my mom or my dad or anybody else that I care about. I'm tired of missing out on moments. And as I walk into my physical health journey, my why is that I have a 4-year-old little girl and I am 38 years old. And when she graduates high school, I will be 52. And I don't want to hit 52 and my little girl look at me and say, Dad, I want to go skiing today. And I have to tell her, you know what, baby? I didn't take care of my body and I can't do that. Or, her come to me with whatever crazy thing an 18-year-old comes to their dad with and like, I want to do this. I don't want to have to look her in the eyes and say, I can't do that, baby. My body is not in shape simply because I didn't take care of it. I don't want to miss out on moments with my wife where I have to tell her, you know what? I'm shortening our moments. I'm shortening our memories because I didn't take care of my body. I didn't take care of my heart. I didn't take care of my lungs. I didn't do the things I needed to do in order to ensure that we were going to be able to make as many memories and moments as we possibly could. I don't want to be in a place where God is asking me to do something and I'm afraid to do it because I haven't stewarded the body he gave me well. God has called me to things that I was afraid of, I was uncomfortable with. I had enough excuses. I don't want the fact that I didn't steward the body that God gave me well to be an excuse that keeps me from fully pursuing what God has for me, from fully pursuing what God has called me to. So this year, in 2024, I am stepping into being consistent in taking care of my body. The same way I stepped into being consistent in taking care of my mental health and being consistent in taking care of my spiritual health, which is building my relationship with God. And in all of these areas, I want to be as obedient to God as I can be And at the end of 2024, I do not want to be the man that you see right now. And I know that I don't have to be. But consistency is the key to change. And to start being consistent, I need to know why. So right now, I'm asking you, what is the change you want in 2024? And what is your why? Put it in the comments below. And if we're talking about life and how life has changed, if you're interested in how God changed my life, I want you to click on the next video. It's my testimony. It's how God delivered me from depression and anxiety.